Welcome, everyone except those criminally insane. They do various weird gyrational nonsense, and then they say this is what the situation is here and in the world. They have a circle jerk of masturbating. This is what they do among themselves, and they play with themselves. This is what it is. No, this weird and hypocritical and King Hooveristic nonsense. No, from the ridiculous to the sublime. The best intellects in history of men or women of Earth. Copyrighted April 2015, Simi Valley, California, USA, by Doc Castellano, Doc C, PhD Company. All rights reserved. The best intellects in history of men or women of Earth. We initiate this most powerful topic by specifying that is of men or women who are regular human beings. Divine beings, gods, the number one example, God the Father, God the Creator, God the Father of Jesus Christ. Gods are divine beings, regardless of religion, belief. After specifying divine beings, number one example, Jesus Christ, who preached that he was and is the Son of God the Father. The Jesus Christ that performed many eyewitness miracles. Divine beings who began and or represents various religions, beliefs. What discipline rightfully should present their proofs of historical facts, etc. first? In this preacher, philosophers studied and experienced opinion, if you begin with theologists, they will or may become where each spokesperson for each belief presents their belief as the belief. That should be expected and is natural and understandable. Therefore, in this preacher, philosopher's opinion, we begin the discipline of philosophy. And to begin with the discipline of philosophy, I define philosophy as the study of opinions. And every human being has the right to their opinion, providing it is not irrational or immoral. Discipline of philosophy, being the first discipline for this selection, we present Aristotle, Plato, and Homer. We select as the best Aristotle. Now, with those sort of ground rules established, for the personal, touchy discipline of theology, there is Thomas Aquinas, Martin Luther, and Mahatma Gandhi. Thomas Aquinas is selected. From the discipline of science. Science is from the Latin sciere, to know. Thus, to really know by your senses, including rational, common sense, what you are talking about. There is Galileo Galilei, Henry Poincaré, and Thomas Edison. We select Galileo Galilei. From the history of the explorers, there's Cristoforo Colombo, the New World, Ferdinand Magellan, circled the Earth, and Yuri Gagarin orbited the Earth. We select Cristoforo Colombo. In the discipline of cosmology, cosmology from the Greek word cosmos, meaning the whole world, and logia, study of. It is a study of the origin, development, and present-day opinions as to how, when, where, and why of its continuation. we present Christian Wolff, first put forth the discipline per Cosmologia Generalis. Edwin Hubble and Christian Doppler. But we select Christian Wolff, the father of cosmology. About we to swing into political science, national and world leaders. We present Alexander III of Macedon, Alexander the Great, Emperor Trajan, who was Marcus Ulpius Trajanus. Rome reached vast borders with top civil cultural projects. Thomas Pelham Holmes, first Duke of Newcastle, with William Pitt, successfully established Britain as Great Britain, the #1 world power. And Franklin D. Roosevelt successfully emerged after World War II with USA #1 world power. We select Emperor Trajan. In quantity and quality, what he established. Now, important we swing into health, especially bacteriology. We go way back with the ancients, who then cooked and then found that it was especially the boiled water, and Louis Pasteur and pasteurization. James Young Simpson, he had chloroform, and his earlier ether by dentist William T.G. Morton. The chloroform contributors, Eugene Suberan, Samuel Guthrie, Julia von Liebig. We select Louis Pasteur and pasteurization. Continuing with important swing to social science. We present Nicola Acocella, pioneer in social science, especially per systemization and development of economic policy, theory of social pacts. And as John L. Lewis became a power for improving social conditions, especially per labor unions. We have appears we should include great social leaders like Vladimir Ugala, alias Lenin, Mao Zedong, great leader in modernization in China, Franklin D. Roosevelt and the New Deal, and many, many others. We select Lenin as the pioneer leader to obtain really lift social equality for the masses, for the people. The powerful military leaders in military science. In world history, we present Alexander the Great, Spartacus, Julius Caesar, Hadrian, Marcus Aurelius, Constantine the Great, Attila the Hun, William the Conqueror, Saladin Nieva, Marcus Aquilus Constantine, Genghis Khan, Kublai Khan, Francisco Pizarro, Lentero, Louis XIV, Peter the Great, George Washington, Mikhail Hidalgo Castilla, Tukamash, Napoleon Bonaparte, Robert E. Lee, Giuseppe Garibaldi, Ulysses S. Grant, Geronimo, Emilio Aguinaldo, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Mao Zedong, Vo Nguyen Yap, Ellen Brooks, Bernard Montgomery, George Zukov, Ivan Kovalov, Omar Bradley, Douglas MacArthur, Erwin Rommel, George Patton. We select Alexander the Great. The above are public known figures. However, who really in quantity and quality was the greatest achiever, obtained and performed and proved intellectual state-of-the-art, probably of all time? Well, each person is entitled to their opinion. Now, I had to mention that I'm trying to get better out from this criminally insane genocidal maniac who risks, in this country, yeah, well, it's in this country, they smile. And other countries, we know what who risks you are. And in third countries, they made smile a bit and say, yeah, for years we know you practice genocide, and one of the worst has been against my father's family and me and my family. So it gets to where they, that weird circle of jerk masturbating over us, that they're playing with themselves, that this is what the situation is in the U.S. and in the world, and this is the way it's going to be. But I need some help. When you send an email to doc-c-phd-co, doc-c-phd-co at Why World's Greatest, WHYWORLDSGREATEST, doc-c-phd-co at WHYWORLDSGREATEST, whyworldsgreatest.com. Put on their offer of help, because I get so much junk mail that I just put it all to purge out of the bulk mail. You put offer to help, and all I need is a place to stay. I can buy my own food and everything else, and in my opinion, I've made millions here, especially in the U.S. and over the world. Millions have made millions from my science inventions, etc. It is time to reciprocate. Really, you reciprocate, and it's better for friends. And I've helped friends, and it's time for friend of friends to help yours truly. And of course, I say, really, thank you.